Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the junior thigh 55 kilo weight class. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing John Sua. Please welcome to the ring, Caleb Lowe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, representing Langka Muay Thai. Please welcome Knott.
Be a kicking frenzy and a clinch, high energy clinch, I would imagine. Two very good clubs as well.
And you can see one fighter opting to wear that chest protector, the body protector, one fighter opting not to wear it. I suppose there's positive and negatives for both cases.
Absolutely. I've seen guys and girls wear them competition and win. So at this stage of the game, you would assume you wear it, that they may be the novice, but it's not the case. Oh, again, there's that frenzy.
Just as you predicted, Mark. Huge shots to the midsection from both fighters.
It's like when you just tell juniors you just can't hit the head. It's just like squeezing a fruit. All that energy just goes into kicks, clinch.
Ironically, it's Long who's initiating the short game right now, doing a beautiful job. You can see, I think he's taken Arn a little bit by surprise with his approach here.
It definitely seems in the juniors, when there's no head contact and it's amateur, high energy seems to be the most important factor.
No settling in period whatsoever.
Not. And again, it's kind of like a leaf out of the K1 book as well, K1 kickboxing, where they have super aggression at the start. It's almost like they want to overwhelm the opponent through sheer aggression at the start.
Yeah, as technical as your opponent may be, if you're not giving them time to settle into their own flow, you're taking away some of their greatest weapons.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we can see them settle a little bit.
Big catch and drop there from Long. And you see Long's very, for such a young man, he's very relaxed in there.
Yeah. As there is a very, very high standard across Ireland with the juniors. We have the Sandy Open coming up now in November, and we're going to have on display some of the best UK juniors and Irish juniors. So that's going to be interesting. Look at these two gentlemen here. These two young men might be on it as well.
A little bit of gamesmanship there from Long, just standing over his opponent.
Again, we see them slightly change stance. We have orthodox versus southpaw, but I think at this level of high energy, I don't know if it makes a technical difference. I think they're just mixing it up and trying to keep it a little bit different. They don't have a chance to take advantage of switch hitting.
And I like what Lloyd's doing, a beautiful job of framing off and creating those little pockets.
Scoring, and you have effect.
There's something I notice as a layperson coming to Muay Thai. It's very much a lot of fighters work in straight lines as opposed to pivoting on that lead foot and creating angles for themselves.
Absolutely, but as we go on throughout the night, as we see the fights go to pro, we should start to see a little bit more of that. But I think we can see there just the illegal use of the ropes, unknowingly hand wrapped around the ropes. Nice turn dominance in the clinch, but again, when the bodies are that close, it's very difficult to score. When you've got two fighters just butting heads, very hard to see the clinical shots. Ironically, as they get a little bit more fatigued, you might actually see the neater work being done on round 3 because they can't afford to be using such high energy.
Not trying to find the distance with those leg kicks. Stinging teep thrown by both men. Bouncing off the ropes.
What we should note as well is that when you catch a leg, you can only take 1 to 3 steps back. Anything more than 3 steps, the judges will not score. It's considered an illegal shot. You can pull the opponent back once you have the leg as many times as you want. I'd love to see that a little bit more because no one ever expects it, but you can't run your opponent across the ring.
Almost pull them into the momentum of a shot?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, and again, the judges will watch for that. That's where it can get a little bit dangerous, what you say about kicking a fighter. Technically in Thai boxing, as a fighter is falling, if you've initiated a kick and as they're falling and their hands haven't touched the ground and you get a kick in the face, you can win.
That's still a scoring kick.
That's a scoring, but it actually sounds easier than what it's actually quite difficult to actually instigate a shot and while the opponent's on the way down to score.
I think that's why you see moments like that will go viral because they're such a rarity.
Absolutely, but I've seen more illegal shots than I have legal. These guys are definitely fit guys. We can see, spin kick.
Nice balance being exhibited here by Long, and again, the majority of this fight taking place in the clinch.
We can see the strategy here is very similar. It's who's going to be the fittest and the strongest. Very simple strategy where each corner agility in a kick seems to be a point of difference for me. He seems to be throwing a lot more kicks in between the frenzied interaction.
Straight into the clinch again, exchanging of knees. Good strength being shown by both fighters here.
And we can see that last minute flip. You see when the two fighters went down and the trying to get the dominance permeates every technique. Even when someone's going down, you're trying to flip them over. Now that by itself isn't enough to win a round, but that'd be an illegal shot. We can't throw a shot with the hands on the ground.
Your reflexes were tested there, Mark. You never lose it.
I haven't peaked yet.
Again, I'm really enjoying just the intricacy of the clinch battle here.
It's funny, if you're a connoisseur of Thai boxing, you love this stuff. If you're looking at it and you're not used to Thai boxing, it's very difficult to see. If it's not clinical, it just looks like high volume knees. But they do score. It's juniors. That'll be taken into account, but it has to be Thai technique. It has to hit the scoring areas.
It seems the more definitive, accurate knees, the actual point of the knee seems to be landing more for Caleb Long here.
Yeah, he seems to be just a little bit ahead when it comes to the kicks and the work in the clinch.
And it's those little technical nuances that do make all the difference. They're both clearly very skilled fighters, but those little things like finding the placement of the knees are what's making the fight definitive.
Absolutely,
for Caleb Long.
Yeah, and some great low kicks there. Great low kicks from Knott. Low kicks into a lead body hook. Now if he can keep it up, so hopefully maybe he's banking on Caleb being a little bit tired, although he's still coming forward.
And is that aggressive forward motion, is that something which is going to be another marker in the eyes of the judges?
Absolutely, but again, the caveat with all of this is you can walk forward, push people back, you can try to dominate them by switching on the ground, but unless you're scoring, the judges aren't going to, it's not going to have effect. This is a difficult...
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. They put on a great show for us. After 3 great rounds, we go to judges' scorecards. Judges have scored the bout, declaring the winner by majority decision. He's fighting out of the